Hey everyone, Kevin the Toy Smuggler here, and today we're talking about 25 anniversary GI Joes. And the reason I was wanting to do this episode is obviously lately everybody's been kind of been a little negative to the 25 anniversary, and with total understanding, I just want to make that very clear right off the bat. I think what Hasbro has done by pushing the whole retro feel spiel, might as well say, and then come out with these. It's two different products, so they just really didn't think this through. And the other negative thing is they're coming out at $20 price point, and I just think it's too much considering the they done had the mold, so they didn't have to make a new mold. And Black Series 6-inch is $20. So there's really just no reason why these are coming out at $20 price point, considering no new molds were made. So it's just kind of a little ridiculous. And for all we know, this could have been a bunch that was left out in the warehouse and they just done a repackage. I'm not sure, not even really too concerned about it. But at the same time, the reason this kind of got spurred is, of course, I'm always doing something for Battlegrounds, and I got this big old huge bag just full of 25 anniversary stuff that I had to match up all the weapons to, find the names, find out what year they were, and everything. Luckily, everything fell into roughly two categories. The collection that was here was roughly either a 2008 or 2000. I think there's only one or two 2009 versions here and stuff. But I just wanted to say some nice things about the line, because I know a lot of people, including myself, I don't hardcore collect this line. I'm more of the vintage guy, but I do personally have some of my favorite characters in this because I just thought they were done very well. And one of the first things I was want to match up here is to show a Major Blood character, 25 anniversary versus vintage here. Kind of do a comparison. And I just think, they done an extremely well job. And this is, if you're going to upgrade a figure, this is how you do it. Now, I don't understand with the new 6-inch scale series they got going on, why they couldn't have done the same thing, because they transitioned from this style to this style very well. It's not 100% accurate, but it's close enough to where the silhouette and the color schemes are all matching up very well. And this is how you do it. And then I want to show another one here. The colors are slightly different, but what they did, I just don't have the same color one, but the sculpt here will give it justice. Just because this is the newer one is a desert version of the Crimson Guard here. So I want to show this one off. Get that. There we go. I mean, just from a sculpt point of view, man, you just talk about hitting a home run. And the solid red version of these are just amazing. They really are. You just really see the detail here in like the backpack. It's just this right here, but a little bit better made. And one of the cool things I liked about a lot of the new figures is this little feature right here: removable helmets. Really, come on. There we go. I just think that's really cool, having this cool of a feature here. And that's how you do it, guys. And that's what just puzzles me, is there for the longest, this company was making so many good decisions, and then all of a sudden, lately, I don't know, it's just a little, I don't know, they're a little off, if you know what I'm saying. And I know, and granted, on the whole Star Wars end, I have to admit that Disney was probably more at fault than they were, because when you got a big company like Disney hiring you to do a job, you just do whatever they say because they got the money. I mean, boom, it's easy money, and and that's why I think that on that little debacle went that way. But on this GI Joe thing, over the years they have been pretty smart on how they do things, And unfortunately, this is the first time I ever really see them drop the ball with G.I. Joe. And with this, the 6-inch line, I can't even remember the name of it. Like I said, I'm not buying into it, so I'm not even too concerned with it. But you know, they've not really executed it that well in on some of the designs. And then I'm hearing everybody complaining how certain figures are just like already impossible to get. So I mean, you're turning a lot of your fans away when they can't get the figures. So you that's just, you know, when you can do this line right here should have been huge. There should be no expectation from Hasbro not to make enough of these toys so everybody can have one. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And talking about in the 2008, and that's when these guys right here all came out. I done a rough count. 211 figures come out in 1 year. 211. Who in the hell can collect that? Oh my! I mean, like I said, I wasn't collecting these. I knew of them. At that point in time, 2011. I was this. I just moved into my studio, big 10,000 square foot building, so I was not buying toys. I mean, I think that year, the only toy that I bought was a Castle Grayskull, and yeah, it's just a Castle Grayskull. That's the only thing. El Rodimus, how you doing, brother? Yeah, like I said, I thought this line, going back and looking at it now, I think this line was just great, but I was just going to, I can't remember what price point they were coming out at 2011, but I'm just going to do, just guessing they's probably about $10. So you do some simple math here, people. 211 figures at $10. I mean, it's easy math there. That's over $2,000. I mean, whew, that's crazy. I mean, that's a lot of figures. That's I don't know if that's ever been matched or by any other company ever in any other kind of line. $6.99. All right, thank you, brother. Let's do the math on that. So it's going to be under 2,000. So $6.99. Okay, might as well say $7 because of tax and everything. Let's keep it 7. Let's keep it real here. Times 211. Yeah, with taxes on it, you might as well say $1,500 because it's just a little under 15, and time taxes get on it. Yeah, you look at $1,500 on one toy line. So I mean, that is just insane to come out that many figures in 1 year. So at least, well, gladly that they was only $7 versus you take that at a $20 price point. There's just no way anybody's going to collect that. That's just not going to happen. But what I suggest to everybody is what I'm doing or have done over the years is on my favorite figures that I like. Zartan, they ended up finally making a decent Zartan. Let's see here. I got one of these here. And from what I remember searching back and doing the research and everything, they usually just screw up Zartan. After that first one, then they done a couple of remakes. Was pretty much, I think one of them they just changed his chest piece and all that, and that wasn't too bad. It's just a more generic version of what we already had. But then after that, they done 3 or 4 of them. It was just plain horrible. And this one's version 20. I mean, wow. And like I said, I love the first version, and like I said, and every other one after that I didn't like until finally version 20, they finally get it right. And like I said, he's different, but he really, this evokes Zartan, I think. He come with his eagle, a couple machetes and everything. Just a really nice figure. They done a really excellent job. And that was one of the big things with the Rise of Cobra. I was extremely disappointed. I love the actor that they got to play Zartan. That's the same guy who played the Mummy in the Brandon Fraser Mummy movies. And I thought, man, they got a great actor, and then they just didn't do nothing with his, I don't know, they just dropped the whole ball on the whole design of his outfit and everything. Alpha Tron, how you doing, brother? Just came for the election coverage, LOL. So, Yeah, there's a lot. I think in a like snow job, just they done really good with him. Just tons of accessories. I mean, he even had a cold blanket, backpack to hold the skis, you name it. I mean, they really tricked these figures out. And I think, big time. And one of my favorite ones, and I'm going to pull him out, is the Dusty character. I think they done an extremely well job on it. I'll show you how Dusty looks. And I got to buy me one of these guys. I've never noticed this one. And then he comes with two different heads. One of this has got the hood and a dust mask on it. But really cool. Got the soft goods added onto it and just looks totally amazing. And then he comes with his regular head, a helmet, and all sorts of extra little stuff. I just thought they done a really great job. Like I said, I've never noticed this one until I started doing this here and stuff. But like I said, they're one of the main reasons I was wanting to come on here. Let's see, people. Yeah, Snow Drop's just amazing. Jordale, how you doing? See, these came out when I was into college, collecting Joes. Again, so didn't appeal, starting all over again. Exactly. And that's been, I think, the biggest downfall that was already going on. Was, like I said, you was investing on trying, because G.I. Joe has a whole lot of different characters, and trying to go back and collect all the vintage ones is a pain. I stop at 86, and anything after 86, if I just didn't like it, I just don't collect it. And I think I'm completely caught up with everything, even the straight arms, up to like 86. When it gets to 86, 87, it starts getting boom. And because they started doing these very generic looking figures, the ones like you've seen that come out like at the Dollar General and stuff like that, and some at the Dollar Tree, and it was just crap. They looked more like corpse figures than they did G.I. Joes and everything. And so, like I said, I think if you're a hardcore G.I. Joe vintage guy, if I was you, if you had a handful of favorite characters, go back and pick some of these guys up of your favorite characters. Don't feel like, and that's one thing that just drives me crazy on this mental attitude that if you start buying something, you have to have the whole damn line. I don't. Guys, this is for fun, enjoyment, going down memory lane. This is not supposed to aggravate you, stress you out, and there's nothing wrong with being a collector and not collect the whole entire line. Because let's just face it, guys, especially nowadays with new stuff. Here's the thing. If anyone thinks that any new toy that is coming out in the 2000s, it's ever going to be worth anything, you're crazy. It's just not going to be worth that much. I mean, the Star Wars stuff, none of this stuff is going to have much value down the line. It just isn't. You got to realize you are collecting these for the joy. If you're trying to collect this for monetary value, you just might as well quit collecting for fun altogether and just become one of these crazy scalper guys that you hate already. So it ain't no sense doing that. Yeah, no one's going to see your collection. What you have at your collection at your house is your business. I mean, on the same table I got over here, I got some handmade statues I made myself, that custom new diorama that I just did a video on, Fortress of Fangs. Then it moves into some Star Wars Ewok Village and stuff. I mean, you go to some people and they say, "Oh, you can't mix this up when you display it." And it's just like, I put the big things wherever I can put the big things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of these things, two of them or three of them takes up a whole entire table. I got this dresser right over here. Here, I can show you guys pretty simple. I call it my vintage monster tabletop. Let me spin this around here so you guys can see. Oh, sorry, got hung up on some tape here. So this is where I got all my new big beasts. Got the Kraken, the Godzilla, and I love that King Kong back there. I really have enjoyed it. And like I said, and I got the other finally completed my run of the Clash of the Titans over here. Got my, see, look, and I even got Johnny Quest over here. I just wanted them where I could see them every day. So, uh, well, I'm glad you mentioned that, but I cannot remember how much did they say was the price tag on that Razor Crest, if you don't mind, Alpha. I can't remember. I want to say it's what, 300 some dollars, if I'm not thinking. Uh, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I mean, don't get 350. So, and if that's without the shipping, that means it's probably going to be pushing $400. So $400 to drop on something brand spanking new is extremely difficult. I mean, I dropped 400 on the Kraken with 3 complete figures, and that was extremely difficult. But I knew I was buying something extremely rare with that Kraken. This Razor Crest, they're probably going to be making what, pushing 5,000 of these probably. What's the goal on there, Alpha? Is it 3,000 or 5,000? They're trying to sell to go into production. So either way, that's just a lot of money to dump on a ship. And I'm trying to remember the dimensions here. The big Falcon, it ain't going to be much bigger than that big Falcon. That big Falcon's $300. And, it's, I mean, and here's the crazy thing. I'm almost to the point when it comes to that and the classics version of the Castle Grayskull, especially that Castle Grayskull. If I really want to, and I got all the stuff, I could probably build that thing in one weekend and make it even bigger and even better. So why should I spend $300 to $400 on a big Castle Grayskull when I can get $50 worth of craft materials and build my own, and it'd be bigger and better than that? So 17,000, and it's already over 6,000. Be $400. Yeah, so that's $400. So if I had to say right here live on YouTube, I would say it would be a no. Do I think it looks great just from the prototype digital, the ZBrush style stuff? I think it looks really cool. I think it's a good size. I think it's probably going to be an amazing ship that comes out. I mean, but just kind of like the sales barge, even though I like the sales barge, I'm not dropping $600 for a big, huge something that's going to take up the whole entire coffee table. And it's nothing against the ship. It's just, that's just a lot of money. And not when $600 can get me, oh my gosh, a whole lot of vintage Mikos or something else. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't need to sound conceited when I say this, but yet again, if I really wanted that, I could build it myself and make it look just as good. And I would probably use, instead of plastic, I'd use a lot of soft metals like tin and stuff like that. And, and I'd put electricity in it somehow, you know what I'm saying? So, and here's the thing. If someone just showed up at my door right now with one of those, yes, it would be great. It would be amazing. But right off the bat, it would be under the damn way. I have to put it up in my attic. And I don't have nothing in my attic because I try to keep everything right around where I can see it. So to get something that's big as a coffee table, I have nowhere to put that. I mean, I'd have to really get crazy to figure out how to put it on the top shelf over here in the other room. But then I'm going to have to move like a dozen things and find a new home for that. And right now, I'm just doing good. I'm getting one or something this big and trying to find a place for it at once. So I'm at a very weird position on my collecting because like I said, I want it displayed nicely. So I don't want things crammed in my closet anymore, or there's, I don't want that. I don't enjoy it. So I won't buy it if I can't enjoy it. So do you have an OnlyFans? Can you read that? I don't understand what you mean. Do you have an OnlyFans? So not understanding the question. Sorry, it's going right over my head here. See, the minimum target funded was 6,000. It's almost 18,000 now, way overfunded now. All right, so that tells me if they're already 3 times what they needed, the price should be dropping at this point. It should, because I'm sure that's what they quoted the company in China to make it. So if they're already getting 3 times as much, they're making a profit off these a bigger profit off these 12,000, off the other 12,000 they are off the first 6,000. So if they're not coming in at this point saying that, hey, thank you so much for fans for really supporting this and really hopping on the ball, we're just going to give everyone a so much of a rebate discount, because the manufacturing company is going to give us this much off each piece, so we're going to take that much off your guy. That's what they should do. But has anybody, Alpha, have you heard anything being said like that at all? So any kind of rebate? Because I guarantee you they're getting a rebate on these other 12 getting made. They're getting it made cheaper than the first 6,000. So why ain't they passing the savings down? You know, it's obvious that the fans stepped up quickly, because I mean, this is what, not even been going on, what, barely a month. So, and already 3 times what they needed. So they're probably looking at the extra money they're making off here, paying for what they're losing their butt on the G.I. Joe stuff. So, but yeah, JFK, like I said, if you got, I don't understand your question, please come back and let me know what you was meaning by that. Because like I said, I try to answer everybody that throws anything on here. Like I said, I just totally, you pulled your message down. So please come back with it, whatever you're trying to say. That way I can definitely answer you. Because like I said, I always try, anybody that pops up here, if you took the time out to ask me any kind of question, I will hop on there and answer you quickly. See here, they add extra accessories when they met certain tiers. Oh. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. But, you know, obviously they done pre-planned that part of it. So, oh, really? I mean, I don't know if you guys, this is not the channel to troll. I mean, hey, you can't piss me off. And the last person who kind of got snippy on this channel, you guys tore them a new one. So, I mean, not very bright. So, you know, obviously, whatever. I mean, yeah, they're out there, you know, woo. So you ain't gonna bother me. Troll all you want, you know. Sorry, you're not gonna aggravate me on that deal. So we got a good laugh out of that one. Okay, great. So anyway, so like I said, I just want to show a little love to the 25 anniversary and everything, because I think these guys at the time was really great. Like I said, the only thing negative I could see is they come out with way too many figures, but luckily that was at a price point. God, don't we wish these figures were $8 and now they're selling for 20? And then it's this on molds they already got. Nah, they shouldn't be that. If it was $8, $7 then, I mean, really, with not making new tooling costs, really these new figures that are hitting Walmart, they should be $10. I mean, really. So you're getting screwed if you're buying these. So I hate that. So the Origins Gray Skull. Oh, wow, that's a tough question. It looks neat. I do think it does have a couple of features that, you know, they slightly improved on, but at the same time, they skimped backwards on a few other features. And if you set this new one side by side with the vintage one wins hands down. Sorry, it just does. It's, you know, the far as the rough sculpt, much better sculpt. It looks handmade. It looks a little bit tougher and grittier. Now, does the new one have a few neat little, you know, the wood floor grain? They painted the door, which is, you know, big woo. You know, if you don't like your door and your vintage one, paint it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do unfortunately kind of like all the new figures. And like I said, this is not a negative. They are designed, this whole line is designed for kids, not for us. These are the toys that they are been setting up for over a year now. They mixed them in with the WWE, John Cena, the Macho Man, and I think Rey Mysterio and all those. They getting the kids that are into the wrestling figures, and which was genius, by the way, just sheer genius. I mean, that's the smartest thing any toy company's done in 10 years. But I do think, like I said, the new Castle, I think the price point being, I think, is it 70 or 80? I think it's $70. I think that's a decent price point considering you're getting a figure with it. So I think it's 80, and then I think the Sorceress comes with it, and that's the only way you can get her. So the castle's just $60. So I think for what it is worth the money that they're selling it for if you can get your hands on it for that price at the store. So, because they're dealing with Walmart here, you know, no one likes how Walmart's been dealing with the Ghostbusters and Motu. They just been roughing them up. So, yeah, at least it's like, yeah, this new Snake Mountain, as nice as it is, it's $700. Give me $100 bill, and I can go buy enough craft material. I can build me one of those things and make it look just as good. So, but there again, if someone brought one of them Snake Mountains to my house, I have nowhere to put it. So, you know, that's the biggest problem I have right now. I've been wanting to, this kind of, I mentioned Ghostbusters. So listen up, guys. I've been wanting to design I was going to take some G.I. Joe figures and make some custom Ghostbuster figures out of it. And I'm wanting to build, I think it's going to be 21 inches wide, 58 inches long Ghostbusters firehouse to all 3 levels. Insane. Yeah. But the only reason I've not done it is space. See. Yeah, they do. So if you, yeah, I'm glad, Michael, thank you. I don't recall you being here before. Nice to see you and everything. And great point. They've not done a good job at all. So if you're going to get them and rip them open, no big deal. But if you're looking for something mint on card, pre-ordering through Walmart, you might as well say 70% chance you're not going to be satisfied. It's no different when I bought that one Mego Star Trek through Target. It showed up and it was the corner boxes, the half squares, and it was the Zulu and I think it was the Zulu and Ahura, and it was in this very huge box. You could have probably put 6 of those in there, if not 8, and it had 4 big bubbles of bubble wrap, big as my hand, 4. So guess what happened? From however long it took here, it just bounced around like a damn ping pong in there, and the box shows it too. So. Yeah, all that firehouse. So what I'm going to do in the firehouse, guys, so I'm going to take it, you know, obviously the first level it has to be made is the bottom level. That's your foundation level. So what I have decided, this is going to be the first diorama that I've ever built in reverse. And what I mean by build it in reverse, typically I build a structure and then it takes me forever to get all the damn doodads inside of it. That's where it spanks me every damn time. So what I am doing to myself, and this will give me time for a space, is before I deserve the right to make the foundation, I am going to make a list of all the different cool things that go inside of it. And I'm going to be taking my time building all the cool little stuff that goes inside of it. And I think it's like 20, probably 20 some different pieces. So once I build all the decorative pieces that go inside the bottom level, and that list is completely done, 100%, then I have the right to build clear that whole entire table that I got in there, then build it. Because that way I know when I hurry up and build the walls, that's the quickest thing. I already got the blueprints, the whole 9 yards. I already got it all figured out. So if I got it all built in, that way, boom, I just build the walls and put all the stuff in it. Boom, 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 it's done. Then I deserve the right to do that. Instead of doing it the other way, like I said, I got a Jabba's Palace up here in my other room. I've not finished it. I tried working on it a little bit this year, but that's my problem. I get these big projects, and then all these commission jobs pop in, you know, and then I get stuck doing all that stuff. And then I'm sitting there looking at an empty shell, and I'm tired of doing that, and it kills space. My job at that palace is a really nice table on the top of my shelves right now. So, Joe Ghostbusters. Yeah, and the reason I'm doing that, I just thought, there'll be a better style figure being like this, and the smaller the figure, the smaller it can be. Because if you go with this style here, I do have one of these guys, the 6-inch scale. Boom, it'd take an 8-foot table to build it. Not doing that. Now, if I had my 10-foot warehouse, 10,000 square foot warehouse, yeah, I would have done it like that, but I don't have that anymore, so not going to do that. So guys, we're in it. We got here, been at it 30 minutes now, but I just wanted to, like I said, show these off. Like I said, I don't agree with what Hasbro's done, but people's been saying a lot of negative things toward that line, and I just wanted to be, show a little love toward that line. And like I said, it was very well done back in the day, 2008, 2010 was what I've seen. It was a nice little stretch there, very well crafted. This was the technology. This we all thought this was the greatest technology when they did this, and this was a very nice upgrade. It took forever, but they finally figured out how to upgrade. So guys, that's what I'm gonna have to let you guys go here. I got a few things I gotta do. I gotta go work at the TV station tonight, Football Friday, so gotta work on that tonight and everything. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. And guys, please help support the channel. Please go on your Facebooks and advertise. I need some subs. I'm less than 40 away to get to 1,000. So I want to get there. So guys, any way you guys can help me out, greatly appreciated. You guys have a great weekend. See ya. See you, Michael. Thank you for joining, man. Appreciate it.